This is going to be for folks that have trouble converting their STL file into the character, or also known as the action figure. You don't need to have a paid account. Chatgpt will process everything for you, but sometimes it's trial and error. If you run out of attempts when it comes to the credits that are issued on the account, just open up a new Gmail account, or maybe you have more than one Gmail account, and create the experience again until you find what you're looking for. But here I am on my Meshy account. I'm just going to push everything over here to make everything just right for you. See, you get 100 free credits. You don't need to upgrade. Well, if you want premium features, but if you just want this basic experience that we're creating right now, that's fine. Now, again, this is for folks, we already did the video, but this is for folks that have trouble with that experience. So we're going to try and make things just right for you. Two options you have in the maker world. So here's the maker world, right? So I'm going to show you the two options that I did, and then you guys decide which one is right for you, because the previous method was not working. This is method number 2. Okay, knowing that and moving forward, we're going to go to Maker World. I'm just going to show you the two different versions. And you go here, Maker Lab. Okay, so the first one I did that you saw was statue. See that right here? Make a statue. So basically, you click Start, and see, I already have mine there. Add a project. I added a JPEG. It converted. It takes a little bit of time, and look, in the end, you get this. See that? Voila. And you can confirm, download it. This one looks pretty good though. This is taken from an image, okay? From a picture, all right? And then if we go back, again, did it save the other one? I don't think it saved the other one. Oh, we have statue draft. Looks like there's a draft. Nope, there's no, the draft didn't saved. But then we have this one. It didn't save, but again, this is from a picture. But what we had done was we went to Maker World, and we scrolled all the way down to the bottom. You go here, Maker Lab, see that? And then you scroll down to the bottom, look for the little buggy. There it is, 3D. See, it says generate a 3D model from one image with a revolutionary AI tool. You click it, try it. Oh, you have to click try it. You can't click on the image. See, there's my little draft. It's all right, right? So now you see, this is what happens with pictures, and this is why you want to go into AI and have it generate. See, here I am, Chatgpt, right? I think before I had said Chatgpt. See, and it said, so what I did was, as you saw, and sometimes it takes a couple of attempts. See, I said, make an action figure of the image that was just uploaded, and it did, but I don't want the packaging. Okay, see, I want, well, we have to exit out here. I wanted that one. See, and there it is. So now I can drag and drop it, okay, onto my desktop. It is PNG, which is fine. And then, or you can click over here, right there. See, there's a little download button. See, and it downloaded it as a PNG, wherever your downloads are. There's one in the downloads folder, just to show you. Right here, see, where is it? It's somewhere in there. It downloaded, but probably the view is set to by here, list. See, there it is right there. See, voila. A little dark, a little chunky, but that's okay. But for those of you who are having trouble, so if you look at, we'll get to there, but some people were saying it's only PNG. That's fine. Double tap it if it's PNG, and then we go here, export, and see, now we can save it as a JPEG. Now I'm using Preview. Use whatever application, if you're on PC or some other open source program, use whatever application you have to open the image and save it. As you can see here, has a JPEG. So I'm going to call this, since now we know it's a JPEG, and call it Action Me, right? So now if I click here, I get info. See, it's a JPEG. Okay, knowing that, moving forward, we're going to close that out. Chatgpt, we can, we'll just shrink it, and we'll close me out there. So now let's see what happens, right, when we go back into Maker World. Okay, and we're going to choose makerworld.com. Again, I'll show you, because now we're going to go to the Maker Lab. Choose on the buggy at the bottom. I know I should have just clicked on my image and backspaced out, but we're just recreating the experience so folks can follow along who have never done this before. So we're going to scroll down to the bottom. See, 3D, try it. You can't click the image. You have to click try it, and it'll save your stuff as long as you have an account. And then if I go to my desktop and see Action Me and collect Open and Generate. I wonder what the options are. So you would click export. Oh no, I don't want to export. Oh man. Oh yeah, that's fine. I didn't export it because I want to put all the time and energy into this one, because it will take time. As you can see, it's at 16%. It'll probably take like 2 or 3 minutes, but that's fine. So we're going to use one Maker World, okay? And then we're going to try, you know, a little bit on the fence with Meshy. Meshy is a little bit glitchy because, as you can see, when I go to here, when I go to image to 3D, see that? These are the ones I did. When you do kids on Chatgpt, you might get restrictions because, you know, they're minors and it knows what kids look like, and it takes a couple of attempts to actually get the kid going. Okay, knowing that moving forward, the drag and drop feature doesn't work all the time. So what you sometimes what you just got to do is click the upload button. You select upload, and then see Action Me. It's not letting me do it, and then try it again. Action Me, it's not uploading. So a lot of folks are having that trouble too. And look, maximum size is 50 megabytes. So why it's doing that, I don't know. So then what we can do is, let's try this. Action Me and just drag and drop it. And please upload supported file format. Oh, STL, right? So now, select cancel. Image to 3D. Yeah, we did that, image to 3D. That's weird. It's not letting us. Oh, there we go. Action Me. Open. See, now it's working. So it's a little glitchy that way too. So you saw that. I dragged it in, and please upload correct format. Got me nervous there for a second. I was like, oh my God, they're going to hate me for this now. So I'm having the same experience too as you guys. Okay. So you see, I have 100 credits. Okay. And now I'm just, first, we're going to select generate. See, I selected generate, but nothing happened. You want to be careful when you press generate because you don't want to use your credits. And then we'll go here, auto, see that? 1 minute, and it takes 10 credits. See, and we have how many there? Let me, you know, let's try this. Da, 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 da. Generate. Oh, it says pro. Interesting. Maybe I reached my limit. See, it's saying pro. But oh, that's for background removal. That's fine though. We don't need that. You don't need pro because, as you saw, I was able to do it. We uploaded the image, re-upload, press refresh, and see what happens. Okay, so there we go. Image to 3D. See, it's a little glitchy that way. See, I'm clicking image to 3D, and it was a little bit of see, now it is glitchy. Select it. See, now it won't let me upload. There we go. Now it worked. And if I click generate, there we go. Yay, it's working. So it does take a couple of attempts. See, now it's creating task. So don't be discouraged. As Brian would say, trust the process. And you can't. You gotta again and again and again. And when that happens, we say, welcome back to everything that glitches, because that shit don't work. But it will after a few attempts. You just have to try and apply. So while that's doing that, it'll work its magic. Oh, look, we have some pretty good figures too. We're at 99%. Let's put my water down. I don't want to spill it. So look, we have 4 models. This was pretty fast this time. And look, see, now I have 90 credits left, but it's going to take another 10 credits when I want to download it. They charge you for everything. and you don't need Pro. So again, select it, except I look at that. It gave me a mustache. Made me look like, oh look at my hair on the other one. Look at this one. I don't know, which one do I pick? I like that one. No, not that one. Remember, it's a character, so you have to decide. I kind of like these better than the last one though. Maybe I like that one. And see, it takes 10 credits. So now what we're going to do is we want to generate that into an STL. And I don't have free access to, and each one is 10 credits. So make sure you pick the right one. That's why I'm looking at them. This one looks like Geraldo Rivera, like with the mustache. Except I don't have a mustache. All right, I have a beard. So we'll just leave it. See, look, you have generate texture. I don't know. Do I want texture? Yeah, I guess yes. All right, so now we just click confirm. Remember, it's going to charge you 10 credits. It's free. They give you 100 credits, but it's 10 to convert the image, and another 10 to for the STL, and I think another 10 to download or something. So you're something like that. So I clicked that one. I like that one. See, now it's generating an STL. Now I'm like, do I like it? Did I want? It's too late. Too late now. There's no turning back. But as you can see, 80 credits. We probably get all 4 out of them, or maybe 3, right? I don't know. You do the math. But it worked, and you always wind up doing one anyway. You pick one and done. But let's see the STL file we got from MakerWorld. Well, this one is generating at 60%. So let's see what we have here. Okay. So now here we are, MakerWorld, right? We had statue. We're not going to do statue. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here, MakerLab, right? And then we'll make this one a little bit bigger because we have one happening in the background. And then click here, generate a 3D model from an image because we want to make a model, right? And you can't click the image. See, I'm clicking it. So you got to do try it, okay? And then we're going to take our picture, and the picture will be the one, will be this one right here. And it should have been doing it already, but for some reason, well, yeah, it did do it. It finished it, and there I am. See? It did it in the background. So now we press it. This one looks pretty good. Look at that. It looks a little shiny, matted. It says textured and mesh. Yeah, I wonder why. Glossy, Mr. Shine. You could leave it like that, right? I don't know. It's just hard to say. Do I want mesh or do I want shine? Probably shine. Let's see how shine comes out on the export. Okay, so now we're going to do export and let that do that. Hopefully the other one should be done in the meantime, hopefully. So let's go here to Meshy and see, it did it. It's because it's right there now. See that? And then what you do is you click here, see, on this little 3 dots, and then we select download, and you choose FBX, OBJ, GLB, USDZ, STL, and BlendC. Okay, and we're going to download it. Don't need Pro. You need Pro if you want to resize it, but you can do that in your slicer. See, it downloaded. There it is. Wow, it zipped it. Oh, I think I clicked the wrong one. Damn it. That's okay. No big deal. You just select STL. See, I don't know what FBX is, to be honest with you. And now we select download again. Looks like we didn't lose credits for downloading, so you only lose credits for conversion process. All right, knowing that and moving forward, let's go here. So now we can close Meshy or shrink it. So now we use Meshy, the laugh. Now we don't need you anymore, but we will need to go back into them so that we can download, which would have been this window that's generating. MakerLab credit consumption. My MakerLab credit balance 50. Cost for this generation 2. Wow. No, 10 out of 2. All right. Nothing's free. They charge you. Everything's a la carte now. It's crazy. So, but I never bought any. I never added credits here. So I must have been given this gratis, right? Because there's no way I'm adding credits. Bummer. Your creation can be used for commercial purposes if you share them publicly. Please credit image to 3D by including the following. Powered by AI. It's fine. I can live with it. You want me? You can have me in your home. Now you can have me, Brian. You can have me in your kitchen. Print me on the counter. All right. So, man, what the hell is an OB? I want a STL file. Okay, that's fine. We should be able to open that though. Now we'll go here, OBJ, and let's drag this into the Creality slicer, Creality print. It should convert, and it should upload. All the colors showed up because remember we chose the multicolor print. We didn't choose. We chose, I forget what version it was, mesh or something, or not. Looks like the colors were there. Oh, shift and slide. We learned that one from Market Bay. Oh yeah, all the colors are there. Yeah, it's just not. Oh, because it's an OB something file. And if we go to preview, and these are all the colors. A little bit of a bummer. So you probably want to do the STL because as you can see, we've got the prime tower there. So let's go back into prepare, and it's a little bit flickering and glitchering. Shift and slide will bring it down. Shift and slide will bring it down. See, it's like we can't see the colors, but we know there are colors there because you have the gray, the blue, the green, and etc. And it's probably because, let's try this. Let's go back. Let's close this, right? And select no. We're not going to save the changes. Let's see what happens if we change the suffix, right? The extension to STL, and then do that, use STL, and then select here, double tap. Let's see if if it can. Loading of model files fail. Yep. All right, so you can't change the extension, so that's okay. So we'll just Command Z, OBJ, leave that like that, and we have miniature portrait STL. What's that? Was that from? That's from today, 11:49 p.m. So let's try this one. Okay, but actually, I don't like when it leaves the remnants in there of everything that was. So we'll just choose STL. Okay. Let's see how that one. And this one's going to be large. This is going to be the Meshy version. From Meshy, it's just huge. Okay. And select. Do you want to scale it down? Yeah, that's fine. See, that's scaling it down. But that's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to go here, select it, and then we'll just make this bigger so that you guys can see. We can navigate like that. Shift and slide brings it down. And then what you do is right over here on the scale. So 15 is way too big, which is really weird. We can put it, select all, and try 7. See? Try Command all, try 4. Whoops. 4. See, and that's a good size. I can't recall the size I had used, but see, this is fine. It's in green, but we're not going to do green. You can just double tap it. Whoops. You can just when you double tap it, the colors will be there, and then select 1 or whatever color you have, and we'll do shift and slide, bring it in. See, that one's all right. Remember, this is the Meshy version, and the one from MakerWorld is actually pretty good, but we want to get that to create an STL and not an OB. Oh, or not even STL. What we can do is we can do mesh, right? Eliminate the colors, have them in gray, and now we can hopefully, remember, you're using credits, okay? Thankfully we do these videos so you don't have to. So now you can choose between textured and meshy. Textured, you know, I wish, what's that? Oh, so you have to copy and share that. This is how you did it. See, it downloads as OBJ, which is really interesting, but that's okay if it's OBJ, because the first OBJ was in color. We couldn't see the colors, which was really weird. And the second one should be a streamlined experience because it is what? It took all the colors. No. Okay, we'll just click OK. So you put both of them on there, but this one's actually better. See? So now we're going to close the Creality slicer. and select no, and then we'll open it up again by double tapping. Whoops. Open it up again by double tapping. There we go. It's opening it up in Photoshop. All because, all right, so let's drag and drop it onto Creality Print. So it's weird, Photoshop was opening it up. So just drag it onto the icon of your slicer. See, we got the same thing again. Specify number of colors. We got 15. We'll just select cancel because I'm not doing all those colors. And see, voila. Actually, this one looks better. I like this one better than the, yeah, look at that. Wow. Oh yeah. You know, went a little overkill on the beard. Shift and slide allows you to do the shift and then slide on your mouse keys or trackpad. Okay. In case you're wondering, here I'll show you. Shift. So there's a shift key and then slide. Okay. And then when you slide, your bed will move. Okay. Then we'll go back here. Yeah, I like this one. This is really cool. We'll leave it as gray. Double tap it, and there we go. Gray is fine. This is really cool. And then let's see. I want to do shift and slide again. Bring that right about there. Make this a little bit bigger. Make that like that, and then put that there. And then now. Let's send it to the printer, right? And then you'll see it working because I'll turn this into the thumbnail. All right. So now we're just gonna slice the plate. It's nice though because the Maker World version is pretty cool. Oh, except I almost forgot. You have to add supports. All right, so we'll go here. Go back to prepare because you can't print the hands into thin air, but we got you covered there. Don't worry. Press on your model. And press over here, right there, depending on the slicer you're using. And I want, enable supports, normal auto. We're going to do tree supports manual. And then 5 should be okay. We have to slice it. You have to play with the number and see what works right for you. As you can see, we just added some supports and nothing happened. Okay. And so let's try 30 and then press enter and then slice the plate again. Hopefully we get something. Where are my supports? Prepare, support. Okay, so we'll go back. Go here. Let's try tree. Oh, so I put normal. It should have been tree manual. My fault. So let's go back to 5 again. And then slice it. No. See, we're on tree manual. Let's try 20. And then slice it. It should be generating supports there. See, we've got mouse. We have underneath there. But we need... All right, let's try 50. And then press enter. And then slice it. Interesting. What are my tree supports? Style. We can do, let's try slim. Right? And then, you know what else we should do? That's fine, we'll just select yes. We should make sure you have your printer selected there. Let's slice it and see what happens. Why does it look like it's somewhat transparency-ish? No, I don't see it. Yo, you're killing me. Let's try a different number. 70. Sometimes this happens though. Sometimes you'll have to do this. Quit it. Select no. And then drag it again. Drag it onto your Creality Print slicer. And hopefully second time around things will work. At least it's not going to be oversized. Map filament cluster. That's fine. These are all the different colors. Click OK. And and because we're gonna do him in another color. Was that the one? No, that's not the one. Select no. Yeah, it was the one. Result 1. Strange though, because it was flickering, and it should not. Oh yeah, look. See, look, when I select it, that's so weird. See, it's in color. I'm gonna go here. It's in color. Interesting. So let's go here. Delete it. And go back to make a world. Go back here. Okay, select there. See, this is it here. And that's the one that was exported. Well, we want it to be downloaded. Right, so you have textured, no, mesh, and downloaded. And select. See, that's so weird, right? So then we'll go here, and then we'll just go back, because we only have one in there. I wonder if I press spacebar, what it's gonna see. So it's not downloading the one that we want. So let's go here. Let's go back here. Actually, select Maker World, and then go back into Maker Lab, and then go down to the little buggy right here. Select Try. Oh yeah, interesting. See, and then Mesh. Maybe what we can try and do is, let's see what happens when we download it and show us where it is. Maybe if we, nope, let's try this. Let's go back here to make a world, right? Since it's hung up on this one, generate a new model. Of course, it's going to cost us some credits, and then action me, open, generate. And then when it generates it, it'll ask us which one we want, and we'll choose mesh. That's the only thing I can think of. Anyway, well, that's answer. While that's doing that, let's go. It's at 16%, and then let's see if we can answer some more questions while that's doing that in the background. A little bit of a bummer. Or we'll just wait for it to work its math. 31. It'll be pretty fast though. All right. That's the slicer. This is incredibly helpful. And we got there, so we're back here. That looks fun. I'll try it. Thanks for the post. Okay. The website from the browser, not the app, because they wanted to know. Again, I had mentioned use the browser because the app isn't going to be free anyway. 68%. So I suggested that they use the desktop version. Great video. Just tried doing the same thing. I'm sorry, but I cannot generate an action picture based on this photo. That's what it says. That's what you'll get if you use images of a kid. Okay. I'm sorry, but I cannot generate an action figure based on this photo because the request violates our content policies. Asked why I got, and so I replied back to them, if you upload an image of your kids like I did, you get that error, but just try again and again and again. Kind of like with Meshy, tried it and tried it and tried it, and eventually it worked. So here we are. So I want to choose mesh. That's so weird. So the mesh doesn't really do anything. And it's a bummer how when we want to export the file, right, it downloads in that particular format too, which is a little bit glitchy. So I chose mesh. Hopefully that will work. So we didn't choose textured. All right, so we'll just make this a little bit bigger. So it's model, export, and process. Maybe we can do this in the meantime. We can go, so I see it's using my credits. Remember, you're going to use your credits. Download. Okay, and there it is right there. See OBJ, and now we got here. What happens if I press spacebar? Nope, still OBJ to STL. I wonder how. One moment, please. Let's go back here. and we'll select new, convert OBJ to STL. Okay. To convert an OBJ file to STL format, you can use online converters like Meshy. Let's do that. I'm not a big fan of online converters, so they're all online conversions. Let's see what this one does. Yeah, Meshy. Everyone says, oh, Meshy, you got it. All right. So now we'll go here. Where are my downloads? Desktop. Oh, looks like I gotta go back into downloads. Text starter pack, workspace. So now we're just gonna go into our downloads and result. Take that one and then go here. Now it should be on the desktop. See, there it is. And then select open. And that should streamline the process, because as you saw when I opened it up, it flickers and does everything we're not. Oh, you've got to be shitting me. Get this 3D printed. No, I'm not paying $14 for that. We did it for free. Oh wait, oh, here we go. Let's see, download STL. Oh, it did, it let us. Oh, okay. Oh, they get you. Oh, get this 3D printed. See, like Brian would redefine details. So don't worry about that. It's just get this 3D printed for $14, not get this 3D print for STL file for $14. So just underneath it, download STL, and then now if we double click it, Creality print will open automatically, and it should not, and see, no flickers, and we get our mesh file. And of course there are some colors there, but that's okay. I wonder if I press, hold on one second, I just want to go back into downloads, and when I press spacebar, see, now we've got our solid gray and wonders, and now we have that. If you want the colored version, you know, we can figure that out, but we're not doing that now. So now if I double tap it, see, it's gray. I'm going to zoom in. Now we are good to go. So now I'm just going to shift and slide, shift and slide, shift and slide. Put that there. Make him a little bit bigger. Shift and slide, and shift right about there. And then make this bigger here. And then now I'm going to do Shift Command Shift 3. Because that's going to be our thumbnail, new thumbnail. So great. So we did that using different features, different applications, which are all additional free tools. A little bit of hiccups along the way, but that actually worked. And then now we have here, we're going to slice the plate. And oh, we can't slice it. We forgot to add supports. Hopefully it'll let us add supports. Not sure why it didn't let us though. Remember, you need supports because those hands are not going to print into thin air. So again, select your object of desire, and then click here, enable supports. We want to do tree supports, right? Let's try tree auto, and remember this number we play with, okay? And then let's do 70 and see what happens. Start high and then go low. Hopefully it lets us see, and there we go. Now we're good. So it'll support the hands, okay? And the hands are supported, and that looks pretty good if you ask me. I don't want to overkill. Let's see what happens if we lower the number and do, originally by default 5 was there, right? 5. And slice plate. So the lower the number, the more tree supports it will have. We've printed this a couple of times and we did pretty good. So where am I? Oh, right here. So this is one of the original ones, but not this one, because here I'm a little bit thinner, less chunky. See? So we know a lower number will be fine because we've printed. I just didn't take the supports off, but this was version 1. And this is version 2 using the Maker World. Okay. That's 5. Let's try 10. 10 should be realistic. 10. And then slice the plate. All right. I don't think that one did my hair really fine. Yeah, 10. What's the worst that could happen? We print it again. Let's see what kind of supports we get. It's holding up my jacket. And then we'll just send it to the printer. If you go to prepare, right? Make sure, it's going to print in the color that you want. Send print. How long is that? Hold on, let me back out of this. Go back to preview, and 1 hour and 4 minutes. See right here? That's how long it's going to take to print. That's not so bad. So then we can send it. So I don't think we'll be having this on the live stream. Printer is off, so I gotta turn it on. And then, oops. Oh, it's that back. Then wait for it to connect, work its magic. Sometimes it won't connect, so you'll have to quit it, right? Quit that, and then send print. I don't think, because hopefully we're still streaming. Yeah, we are. Oh, there it is. See, it's idle now. So I guess I can press start print. You never know, right? You might finish within the stream. Make sure there's nothing on your print bed, and click OK, and it'll upload, work its magic, and that is pretty much how you do it when it comes to creating the if the other method isn't working. We can close that, and then remember, this one they're all free. You just right there select download model to convert it to an STL, because as you saw, it was just super glitchy. But that's really interesting, because I want to see, oh, that's going to open it up in Photoshop. I want to see, let's quit here, right? We're going to close the experience here with that. It's going to take a little bit of time to jumpstart everything on the printer, and just save it, and that'll save. Where did it save to? Back in the downloads folder. The 3MF is always the original. So now if I click on this one, the colorful one, it would be nice if it actually opened up, right? Oh, see, it's doing that. Just click OK, and see, we even have see, it's glitching out, and then shift and slide does this. There's the prime tower, see that? But we don't see any of our colors. It's just glitching. See, and we don't want to, so we don't even know what's what in here, because it's not actually letting us. But we know how to fix it. Knowing that, moving forward, you could always convert your image to a black and white, right? And then you won't have it trying to do all the colors, but it should. Maybe we missed a step here, even though we clicked mesh and then download. We want an STL file, right? That's textured, and then it just didn't convert it. But it's cool. I like that. We'll see how it prints. And that's it. So hopefully this helped you moving forward, and you're able to use this process instead of the other one. Now I'll probably make another version like this, but shorter, so that you can just follow along and do what you need to do. But this is a live show, so we answer all your questions live. So whatever needs troubleshooting, we do it on the spot to make things work just right for you. So knowing that and moving forward, let me just press the stop record here, and we just printed it. So if those of you are wondering how it printed, let's see how it printed and compare. Do I have legs? It does look shorter than the other one I printed from. This one over here looks a little stubby, but this was version 1, and now we have version 2 using MakerWorld, right, experience, and Meshy AI. So let's have a look. I'm just going to go to the printer. Actually, we can look from over here, but I'll bring it over. See, there it is. A little bit stocky, right? But let's go grab that off the print bed and bring it over. Let's see. Wow. Here it is. Remember to keep your print bed clean. Oh wow, yeah. It looks pretty cool, but it looks like one of the seven dwarfs. Look, it's so cool. I would call it mini me. I was just looking because if you accidentally touch things connected to your stream, sometimes your audio can become off sync. But look, kind of neat, huh? Gotta love it. Yeah. Let's take it apart. Let's see what we have here. Just gonna go here, bring the other screen, and voila, there we are. I'm just gonna move the keyboard out of the way. Don't break your stuff. So we just, oh, the hair came out really nice though. You can't see, but here, see? But we'll take him apart. Take him off the bed. Hopefully, if it lets us, right? Our board there, and there we are. This little mini me look like the guy from what's his name? Peter Turkle, whatever his name is. This is pretty cool though. A little hard to get off the support's going pretty. This is actually better. This is better than the other version of you created from Chatgpt and Meshy. I would say use the STL file from Maker World. Look at the glasses and everything. See the detail on that? This is phenomenal. Wow. I would call this better version of you. Now be careful with the supports. Don't just rip them off. I'd recommend, I would probably recommend using pliers on these because the hands, oh wow, so smooth. I like it better. Definitely better than the last one. The other one came out pretty good too, but when you compare the differences, it's just phenomenal. This one looks more like the action figure. Now, too bad we couldn't get it to the colors to be the way we wanted. I'll probably work on that one because you saw it was a little bit glitchy. Now the reason why we probably want to cut the supports around the hands so that our hands don't break. You know, you don't want to break the hands. So you probably want to have pliers handy. So what we do is we'll just snip it. See, snip it, and then take off around. You could leave the ears at the bottom. That you can take those off later as you work your craft. But as you can see, we're gonna snip that, and then go here. See, so smooth. This is really good quality. Pockets came out really well, sort of. Yeah, one pocket looks a little interesting, but I definitely like the Maker World version better. And yeah, and this was the version of Chatgpt too. The Chatgpt actually did a better character, and as you can see, every time the experience is different. So again, don't pull it because you don't want to accidentally break it. You break a finger. Last time I broke a thumb doing this, and I had to print the whole thing over again. So just finagle it. Oh, and I can see where the thumb is actually attached. So carefully snip them apart, right? And then just break it where it needs to be broken. Hands came out pretty good. Again, don't pull it because you do not want to break the hand. See, voila, and we got the hands came out pretty good, if you ask me. And you do the same thing with the other one. The legs, I think you can just tear right off. Given that it takes an hour to print, you don't want to waste your time, printing it again because you were in a hurry and in a rush to make it happen. Like, oh my god, I love this print. But We got it. See? Just finagle it. This is nice though. Look at the face. This is probably came out better. See, it's like wine. It gets better with time. See that? You could see if you rip it, you'll accidentally rip the hand off. And I believe almost. Let's try and get remember, don't tear it because you do not want to print this again. See, I don't want to just pull it off. If you cut it, see, around certain points, see, we salvage the hand. But look, it does look like a mini little caricature. Oh, look at that. Better than the last one. You'll know the last one, you know, I guess it was good for its time, right? But we actually got it better, more realistic when using the other AI tool. A little small and stocky, but you know, the quality, I like the quality. You know, features, you know, it's like when you compare it, it's like night and day. Let's see if it'll stand like the other one. We'll just have to just finagle his feet a little bit, or I would say my feet, right? Finagle, work my feet, have my feet scrubbed. And I believe that should do it. That should have him stand on its own, or have me stand on my own. See? Voila. It's hard to tell from that particular angle. But that's pretty much it. The better version of you, STL. Wow, version 1, version 2, using the other method through Maker World, which is kind of neat. You decide. I'm not crazy about the statue one, but using the 3D, right? Using the image to 3D feature in the Maker World works really well. Anyway, you decide. Share your experience. This was created because some people were saying thanks. This is great. It worked well, and other people were saying, yo, it's not working for me. So we found a solution that might work just right for you. It's pretty much it. I hope this video helped you. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.